I think parents who have middle or upper management jobs in the corporate world often really struggle with this. They just don't see the potential for business ownership in so many things. The small thing that your child's doing does have the potential to out earn you. It does have the potential to give them more control over their schedule. While there is more risk, absolutely, because it's a business and not a job, in this day and age, it's almost an equal amount of risk because you could get laid off just as easily. And I think that a lot of parents are struggling with the reality of that and just not understanding that the market and the economy in general is shifting back towards self employment and prioritizing that. Gen Z prioritizes self employment. They would rather be self employed because they understand it's creating a job for yourself. But the parents have a hard time understanding you're making costumes for Comic Con that you're selling online, or you're making and decorating cakes, or you're doing floral arrangements, or even you're doing organization, right? You're going to people's houses and organizing, or you are power washing driveways, and they just think that's not really a long-term thing, but it is if you turn it into a business. And a lot of these businesses are super simple. They're very simple businesses to start. They're simple businesses to scale. You get to enough customers and then you hire, and then you hire again, and then you create some processes, you change your tax status, and you have a business now. You get a logo made, you start wrapping your trucks, you start getting branded apparel, and all of a sudden you have a business. And this is something that can happen in the amount of time that kids go to college, and they can create a business in that amount of time. And I think parents view it as so risky. So half of businesses don't make it past 5 years. There's 50% of small businesses don't make it past 5 years, but 41% of kids don't graduate from college, and they just have unproductive debt. So if your child has an interest in something that they can learn and that's simple and scalable like that, why wouldn't you let them take the gamble on themselves to create something where they're in control of their result and they're actively learning something by doing, as opposed to sitting in a classroom learning from people who have never done. They not only have they not run businesses, they have also not been in a W-2 environment that is outside of a college campus. It's one of those things I think is just difficult for parents to come from a corporate environment, and it's hard for them to reconcile that the type of work their kids are going to be doing looks different and their careers look different. But that's just the nature of the world and how it changes. And most things go back the way they were. Before, it was really common for people to be self-employed. And essentially what you do is you just create your own job. And I think everything is moving back towards creating your own job, whatever that is, and you just serve some very specific need and you do it well, and then it just becomes a matter of volume to get to 80 to $100,000 a year.